comes into play in one of our final two quarterfinals of this day. This quarterfinal number 3, and Scotland has the early advantage, looking to get a shot at England in the semifinals tomorrow. And Scotland once again wins the face-off and will get the first possession of this second quarter. Got a whistle and maybe an equipment malfunction for number 51, Reece Jeffrey. Comes off. Scotland gets a substitute on, and play back underway. With how much possession Scotland has had early in this game, this game could certainly be a bigger lead for Scotland than just 2. Finland able to scoop it out, but it is collected by Vickers. Scotland keeps possession. Carey, shots. Deflected out. A loose ball, Scotland keeps it. Sage on the doorstep there to Murray, but his shot is saved, and a crease violation is Laurie Usitalo comes up with that stop, and he starts the clear here for the Finns. Finland, we mentioned Scotland finishing second place in Group B, losing to Wales in the final game of the group to finish 4-1 overall. As for Finland, a perfect 5-0 in their group, taking down Slovakia, Poland, France, Russia, and the Netherlands on the way to their quarterfinal appearance. That pass is deflected out. Tom Loke was able to get a piece of that, but Finland keeps it. And here comes Scotland on the clear. Dahinsky brings it in, gets it to his offensive unit. About 3 minutes into this one, Scotland still looking for the first goal of this second quarter. Ross able to bring that one in. And he sends it behind here for the Scots. Barrington spinning at X and tosses it back up top. Errant pass, too tall. As Tom Gilbert couldn't bring it in, turnover and gives it to Finland. Helminen brings it in. On the doorstep, tick-tack. Toe, it draws a flag. And did that go in? It did. Richard St. Hill getting into the scoring acts. Gets it back to a 1-goal game at 3-2. St. Hill's 9th goal of this tournament. And a great break for Finland as they also get the penalty against Scotland. The penalty goes against John Goodwin for illegal body checking. So no face-off. They get the ball back and a man-up opportunity here for a minute. A chance to tie this game up for the first time since 0-0. Scotland struck first early as that shot sails wide from Jokela, the leading scorer on this Finnish team. He's number 50 in white. Skip pass up front. Another shot. That one wide. But once again, Finland keeps possession. Kayla gets it into Aaltonen. Back up top to St. Hill. Scored that last goal here for the Finns. Timonen back up top. St. shots. It sails wide once again, though. Timonen able to beat Ethan Harris to the back line, and he triggers once again. Up top, that shot way too high. Might have sailed over the netting behind the cage. Look out in the parking lot. And once again, backed up by the Finns, so they keep possession. We are back to even strength here, a little over 5 minutes into this second quarter. Aaltonen sends it behind. Opportunity in front. That shot also wide from Kesalmi. Ansi couldn't get that one on cage, but once again, the possession continues for the Finns. Kemiaho looking to set the pick for Kesalmi, but he's stripped. Loose ball. Eventually scooped up by Bradley Kaminsky. And he has a dangerous pass in the middle. Somehow Tahinsky able to keep it in his cross. The one-man clear. Tahinsky gets it over midfield. Terrific effort from number 30 in Navy. An opportunity for Pesajewski. He is knocked out, and that'll draw the flag. Looked like he might have been falling down anyway, but the extra push in the back did not help the equation. And so we've got a penalty here on the Finns. Actually, a couple of penalties, it looks like. We get things sorted out here. And Finland wants to take a timeout to talk things over as they are about to go on the man down. Down by a goal, Scotland a chance to get back up by 2. Time to take a look at our fun facts for these two countries. Learning a little bit while also being entertained by some lacrosse. For Finland, home of the wife-carrying championships. For those of you in committed relationships, now you know where to take your significant other. It's the world's biggest coffee drinkers. I'm not so sure about that. U.S. might give them a run for their money. Traffic fines are based on driver's income. Could work out for people like me. Not mandatory to give students marks until 8th grade. Not a bad idea. And hosts annual Day for Failure, celebrating bad news and ill fortune for all you negative Nancys out there. As for Scotland, it's, of course, the birthplace of Sean Connery and J.K. Rowling. There is a new Harry Potter book out. Watch the game and then go pick it up. Oldest post office in the world is in Scotland. Of course, the game of golf was invented there. It's comparable in land area to the U.S. state of Maine, so it's a small country. It's amazing the type of lacrosse player we found in Scotland. And the official animal, whether you believe it's real or not, is the unicorn. So the team's back on the field here. Scotland, a man-up opportunity here. As they're up 2 players. After a couple of penalties on the Finns, and a really good opportunity to add to this lead. Quick ball movement for the Scots. Sage fakes, back up top, shot is saved, but on the doorstep, the rebound shot goes. Matthew Carey's second of the game. Back to a 2-goal advantage for Scotland. Right place, right time as the juicy rebound came off the body and stick of Usitalo in the crease. Carey's got his second of this game. And that brings us to another timeout about midway through this second quarter. Quarterfinal number 3 of the day in Budapest in the European Championships. As we've already mentioned, England and Israel moving on in the first 2 semifinals, or first 2 quarterfinals, moving on to the semifinals. And the final game involving Wales and the Netherlands. But this is an opportunity to play a little trivia. Here's your question. Scottish chemist Charles McIntosh invented what article of clothing? Is it A, the raincoat, B, Crocs, C, lab coat, or D, rubber gloves? Think about that. We will give you the answer later on in the second half. See, we're trying to teach you a little something while also bringing you these international lacrosse games here on LAC Sports Network. Just doing our duty. So Scotland up by 2, 4-2. They're matching their largest lead of this game. And a face-off win, but this time it's Finland winning the ground ball, but it's a turnover, so Scotland once again gets it. Scotland really dominating most of the possession in this one so far. And another opportunity to take a 3-goal advantage. Working around the outside, Sage somehow has stopped that one on the crease, and now he picks up the loose ball and draws a flag. Sage calling for it. Shot. The low squirmer is stopped by Usitalo in goal. But then that triggers the penalty. Another man up coming here for Scotland. It's Nathan Bowers getting the penalty. A minute for slashing. A chance to take advantage here for the Scots. Still looking for that first 3-goal lead of this game. There's Vickers and Farrington swinging it around against his man-down defense for Finland. Vickers in front, spinning his Pasajewski. His shot deflected, but corralled by Carey. Possession continues. Vickers, the feed down low, and it's Sage who buries it. Going down low, first 3-goal advantage for Scotland at 5-2. This is not Sage's first international experience for Scotland. Also playing in the 2014 World Championship team in Denver, Colorado. Back to the face-off X we go. Sammy Grosbeck looking to pick up the loose ball for Finland, eventually picked up by number 86, Jani Vittanen. And Jani gets it to the offense here for the Finns. Jokela sends it back to Aaltonen, once again using his body down low. Aaltonen going to work, spins, top shelf in the finish. Just too big is Jarno Aaltonen. His first goal of the game cuts it back to a 2-goal deficit. Midway through this second quarter, Finland pulls it right back to a 2-goal deficit as Scotland's 3-goal advantage did not last long. A face-off win, it looked like, for Finland, but the whistle and a violation gives it to Scotland. Aaltonen, the third different goal scorer for Finland so far today. Farrington rolls near side. Out top to Ross. As he dances around and throws it away, but somehow it finds the stick of Pasajewski, and the offensive opportunity continues here for the Scots. Farrington works it back around the outside. Now Gilbrook. Plenty of patience for Scotland here. Gilbrook trying to get open for a right-handed shot. Instead, shovels it across to Ross, and his pass is intercepted. Pentti Pekkanen picks it off, but another turnover gives it right back to Scotland. Finland's defense being worn down in the first two quarters of this one. That pass, though, scoots all the way through to Uusitalo, and in the crease, he collects and starts the fast break here for the Finns. Unsettled situation, but a good check by Scotland and a loose ball. And that will trigger a timeout as Finland gets the timeout as Renee Kallinen picked up the loose ball. It's a good opportunity to remind you, if you miss any action throughout the quarterfinal day here on LSN, you can catch up on everything with ELF Nightly. Each night throughout the 10-day tournaments, highlights, analysis, interviews, and more coming your way each evening here on Lac Sports Network. That's ELF Nightly here on LSN. Head to lacsportsnetwork.com/Euros to figure out airing times and to watch full episodes in our on-demand channel. As for now, back to second quarter action of this one. Plenty of highlights on your way from this game as we cross over the midway point of the second quarter. Scotland with the early lead as Scotland looks to move on to the semifinals, a chance to better its performance in the 2012 European Championships where they finished 6th. For Finland, their best ever performance at a European Championship was 5th back in 2008. So once again, a chance for them as well to better its finish and finish top 4 for the first time ever in Finland lacrosse history. And of course, get a chance at the world power in England, or the European power. Rup Jekela, the leading scorer for this team, shoots it out to Aaltonen, and a save by Harris. He didn't even realize it was in his stick. Eventually did when the ball fell into the crease, and lucky for him, nobody else was there to pick it up, so Harris starts the clear here for Scotland. Kalman Tahinsky sends it in, and Cole Pasajewski with a goal today starts up this offense for Scotland. Once again, long possessions for Scotland. Finland's possessions have not lasted nearly as long. That could wear on this Finnish defense as the game goes on. Sage shimmies in front. His pass finally somehow finds Farrington, but a save there by Uusitalo. He didn't know where it was either, but the body saves him. But a whistle gives it right back to Scotland. Tough break there for the Finns. Vickers and Sage playing pitch and catch. Now sent behind. Getting that wheel turning for the Scots offense. Here comes Carey. Got 2 goals already. Once 3, but his shot never got to Uusitalo. It's picked up by Finland. And a chance to run. pass in the middle could not be completed. Couldn't be handled, but a whistle. And it gives it back to Finland. A push called, I believe, in the middle there, right in front of the crease. So Finland setting up a long run here. Salmi sends it across to St. Hill. He's already got a goal. He's tripped up, and do we have a flag? We do. We've got a flag on Scotland. Kalman Tahinsky. About 5 minutes to play in this second quarter. It's the call for holding. 32nd man up here for the Finns. They look to close this opening half on a high note and pull back closer to Scotland here. This is Matthias Timonen. Works it around. St. Hill. Shot way wide from Jokela, but backed up by Finland. Still with time on this man up. Timonen triggers, and now we're back to even. So just one shot on that man up for the Finns. Jokela goes to work. Floats it all the way over to Timonen. Guarded by Bradley Kaminsky for the Scots. Pass in front and is picked up by Scotland. Reece Jeffrey, the midfielder, able to scoop that one up. Get an offensive possession here, but a great defensive play there from Finland. Turns it right back over. Final 4 minutes of the opening half, 5-3 your score in quarterfinal number 3 of these European Championships. Finland looking to avoid its first loss of these championships, which would knock them out of play for a top 4 finish. Scotland, of course, coming off a loss to Wales in their final game in play in Group B. But the top 2 teams advancing in each group, so they move on as the 2 seed, playing Finland, the top seed in their group. And Scotland a chance to add to this 2-goal lead, 3 the largest lead of this game, happening earlier in this quarter. Sage spins it around, now Vickers dances at an alley, instead sends it in front, shot save on the doorstep. Usitalo up to the challenge, and he starts the clear. Gets it to Marcus Matila, and now across in transition. Aaltonen couldn't handle that pass, and it's turned right back over. Finland not afraid to go in transition, but it has come at the cost of time of possession. Scotland dominating most of the possession here. You have to think this Finnish defense has to be tired towards the end of this first half. A whistle and a timeout for Scotland. They want to talk things over as time winds down with just a couple of minutes remaining in this opening half. Well, you're watching the European Lacrosse Championships here on Lac Sports Network. Remember, LSN, your home for everything involving the sport of lacrosse, featuring live games from every level, including high school, college, major league lacrosse, as well as coverage of recruiting events from around the country. Lac Sports Network, it's all Laccess. And of course, LSN, your home for the 2016 European Lacrosse Championships. Happy to be along with you for this event from Budapest. Travis Eldridge, here. Remember, you can tweet me at TG Eldred if you have anything to add to our commentary, as well as let me know where you're watching from. We've had some people from the UK tweet in. Love to hear from some of the fans from Scotland and Finland watching along at home. Finland in transition, looking to cut to a 1-goal game, but once again, a pass sails high. Renee Collinen couldn't bring that one in, and it's another turnover as Finland looked to go in transition. Not afraid to play an up and down style of game, the Finns. Something you don't see as much in the international game because of some of the rules. 20 minutes running time, no shot clock or stall warning, so an opportunity to really take a lot of time on each possession, no rush. But Finland has had no trouble pushing the pace. Scotland, on the other hand, very content to play a settled 6-on-6 game, and so far working out for them, up 5-3 late in this first half. Matthew Carey jukes his way, now spins and sends it behind to Farrington. Trying to get a shot off late in the quarter. It does not go. And so after 40 minutes in the books, Scotland with a lead in quarterfinal number 3 in the European Championships. We'll be back with the second half here on Lac Sports Network.